Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking the biggest Polaroid ever. Not exactly, but you will find out for yourself later. A few weeks ago, we traveled back to Barcelona to meet our friend Miguel. For most of his career, Miguel worked in the world of digital photography. But about a year ago, something changed. In this video, Miguel will share why AI actually brought him back to film. Let's dive in.
Hi there, my name is Miguel Navarro and I'm the person behind Revelaciones Analógicas. It's a studio where I try to spread the discoveries that I have with color. So it's, I've been open for 1 year, so it's a very short period of time. At the same time, I've been working with photomatons, with autophoto, and that gave me a kind of a new vision about what was going on with analog. So I started this studio just thinking to bring my knowledge. So I had to activate it, first of all. So I did a lot of investment in myself, which was very nice, because I had to come back to a particular moment when I disconnected my brain from analog, which was almost, 25 years ago. Although always was there resonating in digital environment, I saw how important was the analog experience. So it was kind of easy to switch it on. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna make a place where I can offer experiences to people, analog experiences. At the beginning I thought in black and white and color, but then I decided to go completely color. So that decision was very important, that at the same time, more or less when I was deciding this, Ago from Vintage Visual came up. So I bought it and I got it and I tested it and I thought, wow, that's a revolution. It's that type of revolution that I was expecting, because it really changes everything. So I started just testing it with film, paper, different formats, and yeah, it helped me a lot to understand that color was my journey. There was plenty of, processes or experiences with color which was completely gone. And we are not talking about processes from the 19th century or beginning of the 20th, but processes that I experienced as a, someone with 15, 18. So I realized that they were gone. So I just started testing things. I started working in digital. I left the photography as a photographer and I went to the post-production in London, and it was just 15 years just creating images from different pieces. Photography, 3D, retouching. I was developing images for advertising, very top clients, high quality, very enjoyable. And then the last event was artificial intelligence, which was the end for me of that journey. And I thought that, I had lost everything. So I, spent a lot of time just in digital environment. And then, anyone can create any image. So it was by surprise that I realized that I could come back to analog. So it took me months till I realized that I had something, I had a knowledge that could activate it. So it was a kind of surprise to think that I could come back. So I did it. At the same time, there are a lot of people everywhere doing things. So I saw this reversal process, which we have tried to do today, which is a kind of interesting process as well, bringing back this direct photography that you only had with Polaroid or Fuji instant. So yeah, it's just, it looks like it never ends. There is always problems that you have to sort it out, and that is the beauty as well. So yeah, analog is just an incredible journey, technically and emotionally as well. And it's something that you can share with other people that are involved as well in this fight fight against the odds, because you never know what is going to happen. Although you have repeated the steps, something has happened, another factor that was out of your control has come in without you noticing it, and then everything changes. I mean, I see a lot of beauty in that, so I'm trying just to share it. Yeah, without this passion, it wouldn't be possible. I think patience is very important. And the funny thing is that you can feel this passion with everybody involved. It doesn't matter if they come from the north, from the south, east, west. It's really something that unites people, it's discovery, and it mixes with history, with anthropology, philosophy as well. I mean, photography from these technical angles also brings something very, very special. I mean, I know perfectly why I'm here, but it is true that I ask myself why young people come in. I understand the point of saturation with digital, but there are some things that people are doing that I don't understand, like not taking the negatives from the labs. I don't get it. Still thinking about it. But yeah, I think the effect that has activated people to go to analog, young people, I mean, when I say young, it's younger than me, it's just curiosity. And also the idea of that thing that we are doing is gonna last. So it's gonna leave a track of what we are and what we are doing now. That's the only one thing that I really am pleased for the AI revolution, that it has made again important analog photography. So we are talking about authenticity. So if you have an image, a negative, that is a source where something happened. I mean, now you can create an image, the same image more or less, just prompting. So well, here you have two things you can choose. Yeah. So as I don't know where this process came up from, so I don't know if there is a particular person who put it on circulation or when. Somehow, maybe I'm completely wrong. I've discussed that a lot with people from Autophoto. I think that the photomatons in the south of Europe operated with something similar in the 80s, 90s, but I don't know. The process is very interesting. So you shoot directly with paper with a camera, normally a big format, large format camera, so you can load paper in the chassis, and then you shoot it, and then you develop it with black and white chemistry, and then you stop it. You leave the light coming in. And after that, you end up having a negative, a black and white negative, that using RA-4 process converted, reversal it in positive color. It might sound very, very resumed or very quick, but this is the process. So the interesting thing is that the black and white negatives acts like a mask. When the light comes through this mask, activated the layers of the paper below. Many times I was just thinking about color and black and white and thinking, okay, I did this analogy of black and white is like reading a novel, although color is like reading a chronic. So something more related with reality, although it might be manipulated. But I saw like two different things there, but I couldn't find a way to express it till I read a phrase from Goethe that he says that black and white are not colors, but representations of light and shadow. So yeah, that's the point. So black and white is an architecture of shape, and it needs the layer of color in order to see something related really with reality. So that process shows you this idea, which I think is quite interesting, although it's a nice process where you can see a positive, color positive coming from a negative, and all this you can see it in real time, which is also interesting. So it's a little bit like a Polaroid, and you can see the steps, more or less. Yeah, but this idea of black and white and color, yeah, I buy it. Now with digital, I mean, we have crossed this line, but before digital, you had to wait. Maybe that's the reason, because people are coming back to shooting film because they want to wait. They want to feel the waiting, But before, you really had to wait in order to see results, except you had a Polaroid involved or a Fuji involved. And then you could see instantly, more or less, what you were doing. I mean, they share similarities, but it's not replacing one with the other. Although Polaroid is a brand, a conceptual idea, brought to the audiences, and they made a fortune. It's more than money now. It's just a way of life, if that might be said. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that this process is going to be another Polaroid, but it brings you opportunities. So I've used it for bringing diapos in the enlarger. So now I can enlarge diapos and then make a process, a chemical process, and get it in paper. So yeah, it gives you opportunities to do different things that are not possible to do it anymore, because there is not Thibachrome. So it's not the same, the quality is not the same, but it gives you opportunity to play. Photography or processes are not just that. It's just an excuse, I think, to improve your way of thinking or way of seeing. Yeah. I like to see the effect in people, with the photometers, it's just unbelievable how they enjoy the moment that the image comes in. It's this wow. I've seen it many times doing this reversal because it's an unexpected moment. Yeah, that has something beautiful on it. If you are ever in Barcelona and you want to have an experience in color, so here I am. You can check out my Instagram or website, and you can just come and say hi.
If you enjoy content like that, make sure to check out our other international videos and to give this video a like, a comment, or to subscribe to our channel. Also, we want to give a big shout out to Miguel for making this project possible. And make sure to check out the other video we shot almost a year ago at Miguel's place, where I took a self-portrait on a large format camera and hand-printed it on the spot. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure to check out this video as well. And if you're ever in Barcelona, make sure to visit Miguel at his workshop. We'll make sure to link him in the description. And now there's nothing more left to say than grab a camera, load a roll of film, and take some awesome shots.